The following podcast should not be misconstrued as legal advice in any way, shape, or form. You would have to be an absolute idiot to take our advice seriously. I mean, look at us, we're dumb. Nate enjoys the subtlety and nuance of Michael Bay's directing work. Joe thinks strippers actually care about him. We cannot stress enough, do not take our advice. The listener does so at their own peril. All right, well, I'm Joe.
And I'm Nate.
And we are the premier criminal consultants in the Boston area, here to help you with your perfect crimes.
Joe, we have one of my favorite people in New England here. He is a hilarious comic who's been on the scene for quite some time and, really deserves more recognition than he gets. He's a hilarious man. Hails from Connecticut, technically. Y'all give it up for Patrick McKinstry.
Woo! All right, man.
Hello.
Yeah, got to give you the applause.
Got to. And I know, not to say that you don't get any rec, because you get a lot of rec. You do a lot of like really great stuff. But dude, no, you're a really, really funny guy. And anything that can be done to promote you should be done.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, you are funny. I also white enough to be from Connecticut.
It's true. I know, and a shining example of a Connecticut man.
Well,
yeah.
I don't want to pop your bubbles. I actually grew up in Florida. So.
I forgot about that.
I can see why you moved from Florida, though. Were you like allowed in the sun, or?
I guess I'm very Irish. My grandparents on my dad's side
McKinstry,
were like,
really?
Very, right. Patrick McKinstry, yeah. Christopher in the middle. Like,
go
there
ahead.
You go. You know,
Fuck Oliver Cromwell right after that. Anyway,
do you know if did they have accents? Were they from where they weren't so they were like Irish American? You don't know if they were like from like North Ireland or like Dublin or something. I'm a dialectologist.
I'm not sure exactly. Yeah,
describe their skull
but they
shape.
didn't have any accent.
I'm very fascinated by dialect, by accent. I like to make accents often. The farther away from my own country, the more likely I am to do it. But Ireland is generally close and wide enough to where I could try without it being too much of a problem. So this is me as your grandfather. Patrick, get in the house there. You're driving me nuts with your... Whatever you do. I don't know what Irish people do in the Florida day, but I mean, something like that. Yeah, there you go.
They're mostly vampires there, I think, right?
Yeah,
you guys only come out at night?
Hey.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I met the dog once. It's over.
Yeah, the dog.
Well, what part of Florida did you grow up in?
In the Panhandle area, like the North Florida. Pretty much like 20 minutes from where I lived, there's a sign that pointed to like Alabama and Georgia, like...
Oh, okay.
Right there on the border.
We have probably discussed this before, but I have such bad like short-term memory loss from smoking weed for so many years. I forget things I talk about with people all the time. Like Iggy from Worcester. He does all like the Mass Laugh Media stuff.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like the Croatian guy. Me and him have talked about this like 4 times. He grew up in the part of Phoenix that I went to high school in, and every time that he brings up Arizona, I'm like, when were you in? I went to blah, blah. Where'd you go to high school? Desert Mountain High School. I went to Chatham. We do this thing. And my girlfriend every time goes, you've done this like 4 times. Y'all do this all the time. And it's because I have short-term memory loss from drug use, I think. That's the only explanation, I think.
I mean, yeah, or whatever's in the water in Louisiana.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be either or.
Permanent effect.
But nonetheless, I forgot what I was even getting. I know I forgot where I was even going with that. But
reminiscing.
It was just reminiscing. But no, I was because we've probably talked about this. But yeah, I didn't realize you're from like would you be like close to like Destin? Like Destin, Florida?
Tallahassee, maybe?
Tallahassee, yeah.
There we go.
Tallahassee's about an hour. Panama City's about an hour.
Panama City. Okay,
Yeah.
so do you know
Not
where
actually in Panama, everyone.
No.
it is not. No,
Yeah,
which took some research on my end, yes.
It's a nice swim from Panama City to Panama.
The way you two both looked at me when I said that, you're like, yeah, you fucking idiot. And I was like, that's the joke, though.
Well, dude, I mean, I can't believe I was actually just talking to my girlfriend's mom was telling me about she knows somebody who has a contract to hunt pythons in Florida because it's an invasive species,
Okay.
So he's got a government contract to hunt pythons, and he had to prove that he could kill a python to get the contract. He had to prove that he could jump on a python's back and strangle it with his bare hands in order to kill it.
How did he prove that?
They just have a,
She said that he told her they had like a room with a python in it, and he had to walk around in a circle.
they just
And
have test pythons, like a warehouse of test pythons.
Yeah, and they're like, all right, bring out the 30-footer.
Right.
Yeah. So, she said he had to walk around in a circle and then jump on its back and then try to strangle it, and then it tries to strangle you while you try to strangle it. So you get into this like real like double buggy choke situation. That's what you call it in jiu-jitsu. Pretty rare. Pretty intense.
Sure.
But so you got to do like that. But it just blew my mind because like, I mean, I've killed many snakes, dude. I've killed I've probably killed up.
How many snakes?
At least 100. Well over 100.
Killed over 100 snakes. Pat, how many snakes have you killed?
I mean, not too many. I have a pet snake, so I'm kind of pro snake.
Oh,
no,
well,
sure.
No, I would never.
I've only killed maybe a dozen, to be honest.
That's actually in
Yeah.
Florida. That's actually pretty impressive. I would have
Not too
imagined.
many.
Yeah, that's pretty. Would it have been with? If you don't mind me, I know it's graphic. You have a pet snake, but do you? What was your weaponry?
Usually a shovel.
There you go.
Yeah,
Classic.
yeah.
Classic. I've seen my
Mine's only
grandmother.
like one or
Perfect. My
two.
grandma taught me
Yep.
how to kill my first snake.
Yep, with a shovel,
Yeah.
yep.
I was raking out by her greenhouse, and there was a couple of them, and I was like, I don't know what to do right now. This is a bad time.
I love the. I love the idea of you as a child with that same tone of voice. Oh no!
I'm sorry, snakes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, this is not a good idea.
So she pulled the shovel out and just like bang right in the old.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes we
Then
would
she
do it.
made you do it after that.
Yeah, pretty much anytime
Wow.
after. I was
So it's like the
it was
silence of the
me.
snakes for you.
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much.
And the rolling and the shaking of the rattlers
That's why I think I have a pet snake now to like kind of.
Oh, wow.
to make up for it all.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Don't let Hannibal Lecter find that out.
I know,
You'll be in
yeah.
trouble.
That's so you really like you had a true Florida lifestyle then, dude. I didn't realize.
Yeah, how
like,
long did you live in Florida for?
Yeah, I mean, most of my childhood, I guess, from like first grade to graduation.
Okay.
What brought you
And
here?
then some. I joined the Navy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're a military
Yeah,
man.
that is the
Kinda,
last thing
yeah.
I would have expected from you,
Oh,
actually.
God bless you and thank you for your service.
Yeah, I didn't really do anything.
I love a military
I was
man.
there, yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Did you
Oh.
have to? Did you like go any? Did you sit on a boat and go places and stuff?
No, yeah, my boat was like pretty much being repaired the whole time. So I like did a whole bunch of school, and then while I was on the boat, I was doing more school, but I was doing it on like stuff that we didn't even have in the boat because it was like
Yeah.
gutted.
Yeah.
So they were like, you need to learn how to operate all this stuff, but like it doesn't exist. So I was like, okay, well this is dumb.
Yeah.
Like what? Like a howitzer? Like how? What do you mean? Like what sort of ancient? what,
Like a diesel engine or something.
Oh, okay,
Sure.
But they
okay.
have like it's like pretty much like the same diesel they have like in a train. They have, and so you learn that. But if it's not there in front of you, you're like, well, what am I? how
yeah,
am I
exactly. Then what am I stealing all
Right.
this pink diesel from the gas station for? Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. What am I? Then what is all of this
What is
pink
this?
stolen diesel for? This farm grade diesel.
I just have gallons of it in my truck for years.
So wait, how long were you training to be a mechanic? Or
I was a diesel mechanic on the submarine, and then my contract was up, and
said,
I
done.
wanted to switch to surface, but they were like, you have to do more school and stuff.
So they have
sign another contract, and I was like, I'm not doing that.
So do you mean that they have underwater boys and overwater boys?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
And you were an underwater boy,
yeah.
and you were in the submarine.
I was in a
Have
submarine.
so you've been in a real life submarine?
Oh, yeah, many. Yeah.
While it was while it was going and stuff?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow.
So this might actually tie into your crime,
I know,
right?
that actually kind of like what
It
thank God.
actually, it ironically does. I didn't even.
I feel like we're uncovering things about
I
you
didn't
here.
even.
I know.
Subliminally, I chose this.
Yeah.
For all the listeners at home, why don't you go ahead and tell them what your crime is that we're going to help you consult with today?
Oh, okay. Do you already know what it is?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
okay, cool.
I'm
I don't know if you guys
but-
were informed. Well, I wasn't sure if there's gonna be like a spit take. Like, what if it? Like
There might be
you
now. I don't know.
didn't know.
50-50
He's like,
shot.
that's incredible. I didn't want to ruin the soundboard.
Depends on if Nate told me the real crime or not. We'll
Check it
find
out.
out.
Yeah, no, who knows if I got
Oh
it
my
right?
gosh!
We'll
I
find
actually
out.
changed it on the way.
I am informed, but
Yeah.
I'm informed by Nate.
Yeah,
so
so that could mean anything.
It was actually going to be steal the New Year's Eve ball, but that was before New Year's Eve. We had to cancel so many times.
That's yes.
We had a series of weather events and illnesses. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so I want to steal all the water from the ocean and move it to Mars,
Okay.
and then I can become the ruler of Mars.
Yeah.
That-
Absolutely.
And I will say I like that because a lot of people that we talk to, they often we've had people want to create a country, build a nation, take over an island, start an army. We've had all these different things. No one has crossed in to the interstellar space. No
It's
one.
honestly surprising. I figured you'd have at least one other space.
It's
by
also
now.
technically not interstellar, right?
Well-
Because it's just in the solar system. Anyway, we don't have to talk about that.
Which one? Well, I don't. Well, I hadn't
Interstellar
exactly.
is like between stars,
I
and we're
haven't-
staying around our
Meteoroid,
star.
meteorite.
You know how
I'm
I
a
am
nerd.
about my, you know how I am about my reading. I haven't made it that far into the Luftwaffe's plans for space. I haven't made it that far, but eventually I will, and I'll know more about it. But for right now, we landed there once with a man named Buzz. Yes,
That was the moon.
the moon. That's
Yeah,
the moon.
yeah.
The moon, of course.
Yeah,
Which
keep
is the
reading
moon.
those books, Nate.
Yes. Well, Joe has got me on some books. I've been reading regular books lately. They're very interesting. They're fascinating, in fact, and some of them are even fiction, and which means that nothing happened actually in the book. It's totally made up. Very interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And it makes you think. I could do. I not maybe that good, but I could come up with something pretty weird and put it on a piece of paper. I just don't know if anybody would read it.
Yeah. And I mean, with horror and fascination on their face, maybe. But
It's true. It's true. It could be like more of a manifesto, I guess. In that sense. But
I could see you writing a manifesto.
well, I have some ideas. Nonetheless, I guess the important thing is your manifesto. Your plan for Mars, but first we have to get all the water there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
this-
did you like being in those submarines? Like, did you enjoy it?
I mean, not really, not particularly. I think mostly because it's like 150 dudes and you know.
Is there
Okay.
any ladies at all?
Well, there might be now, but at the time there wasn't.
So it was just, oh man.
So it was just like living in a locker room, like forever.
And-
you know what I
Man,
mean?
our
Was
last guest, Matt Hayden, would have loved that.
I was gonna say,
It's just not my vibe.
No, we've had a shocking number of guests who would have thought that was like kind of like a heavenly sort of environment. But I mean that's I mean that's kind of, it sounds kind of rough. Yeah, is it like in the movies where everybody's wearing white?
No, I mean that's like a ceremonial thing.
Oh, okay, and the hat and everything like that. That's not.
Yeah,
you don't,
that's usually. I mean, we usually just wear kind of whatever we want, unless it's like you're
Oh.
actually on the clock or
And so I'd imagine you're wearing a lot of band T-shirts and things like that.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Well, it's not the way I imagined the Navy. I thought it was, I thought it would be wider pants and small with ties and very Mickey Mouse.
No,
You
I
guys
mean,
all
they have a
had
lot of
kerchiefs?
they have a lot of casual camo and
Yeah.
stuff like
Oh,
that. yeah.
cool. Interesting.
Yeah, it's
Got to
pretty
blend in
chill.
with the whole,
I
Right,
guess
yeah.
it's true. It's like everybody wear gray.
Yeah, when the water breaks in, we gotta,
The Russians are like, well, I guess nobody's on that submarine. I don't see anybody.
it's wonderful.
Well, not bad. Well, not bad. Okay. Well,
That's cool. That's fascinating.
and what is your fascination with Mars in particular? Do you have a reason that you chose Mars?
I think it's just because it's the closest, but also like I think if we move enough of the water there, it'll knock it a little further out of orbit, because it'll
Yeah,
weigh
sure.
it down, and then it'll
Oh, yeah.
become more Earth-like.
Mm-hmm.
Plus all the water.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would make Earth too. I think this is
Yeah.
what.
This is your
Because
destiny.
Elon and all the others, right? They're trying to do it slow. They're like trying to be like, oh, how can we survive the atmosphere? Just make the atmosphere by
Yeah.
pounding all the water you can.
Yeah, just go ahead and
At
fully
Mars.
steal
Right.
Earth's resources for this. Don't pussyfoot around.
Yeah,
Blast.
take all the water.
Blast.
If you're gonna supervillain, go all the way.
You guys do the whole thing, damn
Yeah.
it! Move the water to Mars.
It'll soak into the deep Mars soil and
Do you I guess that also brings me to my next. Do you intend to bring the animals of the sea?
Yeah, we got to do something with them.
Yeah.
oh well, I mean, I guess it depends on how we get the water there.
Well, I guess that's fair. But my question, because I'm concerned about, you're going to you're taking over Mars.
Mhm.
You're going to be the supreme ruler of Mars. But who will be your subjects? You will need subjects, certainly. This is just what is a king without a kingdom?
Yeah.
Who will be your subjects? sea creatures would make fine subjects, and they could eventually, based on my musings of Darwinism, turn into human beings with time.
That's
Maybe not in
true.
your time, though. So I don't know.
Not in anybody's time.
Well, I
not
think
necess- yes, true. Probably, yes.
Mars is different though.
Yeah.
That's what
Mars soil might speed it up.
That's
you
what I
know?
mean. It's like what happens
Only one way to find out.
Right.
if a fish touches a rock in Mars, will it turn into a chicken?
Yeah, I'm going to say no, but
anything-
maybe I'm wrong. I don't know how
anything-
science works. but-
Anything is possible. I've been, like I said, poor Charles Darwin. I got to say that poor guy. He really just wanted to look at bugs all day, and then, the
finches.
Germans came out, finches and stuff, and the Germans really just swooped in and were like, yeah, but how can I apply this to a person? It's very poor Charles Darwin. Poor guy. Anyway. Well, I guess the method would be important here. So, do you, Joe?
Obviously, we're gonna have to work with Elon. I feel like is the unfortunate fact about this crime, or
That's fair.
something, or we're gonna have to compete against him on the whole spacefaring,
creating
because we're gonna have to get the water there somehow.
almost.
I think I actually, if you don't mind, I think I
course.
might. This is the one answer I thought of. Wait, let me see.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Please
Because
do.
all I'm thinking about is some sort of water barge spacecraft.
I was thinking like a giant hose.
How big of a water balloon can we make?
Right, a transport vessel. Obviously.
Large slingshot.
Can I
with
make a-
huge water balloons?
a
Yeah,
list
you
on
can.
the-
I mean,
Oh,
you
please.
can.
No one has ever.
Yeah,
Please do.
I like
would-
this. This is a
So
perfect
I-
crimes first.
I didn't have time to write it down because I was driving.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna. I have it on a voice. I have it on a
Yeah.
voice
Okay.
thing. So I'm gonna put that down while I write.
Okay.
Oh, please, of course.
Yeah.
But it's while I'm driving. So
Okay. So right now, Pat is doing some sort of research. He's got a whole solution to this water thing.
wait.
All right. Here we go.
I need to be reminded that you're probably not driving now. Anyways, you just gotta remember some stuff about that crime. Guys were doing that crime. Just be sure to listen to this. Don't do this last minute. I'm giving you a couple weeks. Try to get ahead of it, and be professional. Anyways, here's some ideas. They're probably gonna ask you, how are you gonna get the water to Mars?
It's
That's true. It's. I mean.
So let's get ahead of that. All right. So here's some ideas. Okay, we'll start with the logical ones, right? We got
There we go.
a big ship or a bunch of really small ships like drones, right? A long tube.
I was thinking long tube. Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I-295 North Socket, Attleboro.
See?
Yeah.
Appears you
One
got.
second. All right, I'm
Thanks,
back.
Pat.
Back. Still driving. Just had to take an exit. Anywho, where was I? Long tube. Or an elevator. It's kind of the same thing. And if anyone's like, oh, you can make a joke and say, oh, who's going to be at the other end sucking that big old tube? Everyone loves that. Nate's mom joke. That's pretty much it for logical. After that, we kind of have to get a little crazy, a little imaginative, right?
I like that.
So we got portals. We love portals. Either a scientific portal or one of those portals from the Marvel movies where you just go meditate for a while and then you find your energy and you're like, now I can do portals. I got a cool ring that takes up 4 of my fingers. It's like brass knuckles, but you make portals out of them.
Well, ring. That's another.
irrelevant.
Imaginative.
Yeah, so that's how we can move the water like that. We could hire a water bender. Maybe they're floating around, no pun intended, but someone to bend the water up to the where we got to get it to go.
Oh, certainly somewhere.
Back to the Marvel movies, we can get that guy from the Fantastic Four. Spoiler alert: there's a guy bigger than Earth. I know you haven't seen it. You haven't seen the movie, but yeah, huge guy. Big. He's planets. He's so big. You just maybe ask him if he just moves some water. That might be harder to convince, but who knows? Maybe he'll be like, oh, yeah, I love that. I was thinking, what if we get just like a really big water gun?
That was
Just
yeah.
like the biggest super soaker,
Mhm.
or just a hose, like a boring hose, I guess would work. But I think a cool super soaker would be more villainous.
It's
So
true.
we could do that. Or like a water trampoline. I don't think that's really how water works. Or my final idea, we just hire a magician to just cover up the ocean with like a blanket, and then he just pulls it away and it's gone. All right, that's all I got. Hopefully that's enough to work with and kill some time. Good luck.
That was amazing. That was fantastic. Well done. Well done.
Thank you. I mean, wow, that deserves a real true,
like actually clapping that
Yeah,
time. I didn't press
actually
a button for
clapping.
that one.
I know. No, that
Patrick while driving is an amazing prepper.
I know. Is there a way we can superimpose that video into like maybe we could like is that but like that was a good.
It's
that
just
was,
a video of my crotch and my steering wheel. I'm just like this the whole time while driving.
And I do, but you have some fantastic ideas.
I got a
here.
little, yeah. I figured I wasn't sure how real. Well, you said a fake crime, so I figured I'd go fictional with the
I mean, well, anything
methods, right?
Well,
Yeah.
anything is possible. I mean, and I really, to be honest, so I was intrigued by portals because my nephew is very into Minecraft. So I know a lot about
okay.
portals and the
Yeah,
Nether
yeah.
and things like that. You know, and you
Yeah.
can technically. Portals are a fascinating thing if you have enough netherite, I believe, and flint and steel.
Yeah.
I don't know where netherite comes from
Yeah.
or where to find it. So that
Yeah.
would be kind of an issue. But the one that really intrigues me is the big guy. I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
like the big guy.
from Fantastic Four.
That's I know.
Specifically that one, just because I don't really know any other big guys.
Yeah.
I don't
He's
even
big
know.
enough.
Tell me about this man.
His name is Galactus, I believe.
Galactus.
Yeah.
And does he? And
So
is-
usually he eats planets, I think, but that implies that he could like do other things with them.
right. Sure.
You know, and like if you can eat a planet, like if you like if I hand you like one of those like oranges that are like chocolate orange,
Yep,
you know,
yep.
and you peel it apart, that's like the earth to him. He can like, well, actually, there's no liquid in that.
But you can give him a big straw.
But he can
Yeah.
take right.
But he
That's
could
what I'm
lick all.
saying,
But he
right?
could lick all the
can-
chocolate off of it if he wanted
he can get
to.
a
you know?
ladle and like
Yeah.
you know, kind of.
That'd be the
So-
idea. He could kind of peel it in that sense, peel it apart. Or he could
Right.
take a giant straw and like a Stern straw for like a coffee and like jam it in there and, and
Yeah.
then spit it out.
Or
like
using
that.
an even bigger straw.
Yeah,
There you
and
go.
I'll
And a coffee
and I'll
stir.
let him eat some of the sea animals as like a payment
Is that?
yeah.
Do you think
because
that's?
he loves it.
Does that? Do you think that's what he's after? Is mammals? Because if he's eating entire planets,
Here's my question. What's to stop him from just eating the planet and not giving
That
you the
would be-
water, or doing it and then coming back and eating Mars after the fact, just because
Well,
he can?
so I would sell it. I'd be like, listen. I mean, first of all, to answer your question, to animals are kind of like, I guess, like sprinkles to him. You
Yeah,
know?
right,
So you
sure,
know, he'd
sure,
be like, yummy.
like the
Thanks
nuts
for the
of a
snack.
salad. Yeah, yeah. There you go.
But I think so. What I would play the long game, right? Because I'm only going to live so long, even with
Sure.
this plan.
That's
You
fair.
know,
That's fair.
Yeah.
so
Realistic.
I'll sell them on the look. I'm making a whole new delicious planet.
Mhm.
If you help me out, a couple 100 years from now, 2-for-1 deal on delicious planets.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Right? You got Earth 1 and 2,
Just
right?
come
Look,
back.
I'm just trying to make you a charcuterie
Yeah,
plate
yeah, I'm
here,
just
friend.
setting you
Let's-
up.
Interesting. Yeah.
I'm
so
saying,
you'll
yeah,
like,
let me
you'll
cook, as the kids say, you know?
fatten
So-
Mars up, get a bunch of people living there.
And it's not a
Right.
bad
He comes
idea.
back when
that-
you die.
Do you think that guy? What's it? Gilgamesh or whatever? Do you think he'd be real happy with that? Do you think he'd do that guy-
Gilgamesh?
What was his name?
Galactic.
again?
Galacticus? Galactus?
Yeah, I think
Or something
so.
like that.
There you
Galactus,
go.
yeah.
That's a big name. But whatever. And you think he would go for this?
I mean,
Galagus?
I think it's a good pitch.
I think he would. Well, I don't know much about him. I'm asking because I haven't done the research on him. You know,
I just the only two things
know
I
what
know
nation he's
about
from.
him is that he eats planets and he's bigger than planets, and that's why you can eat him.
he's
That's
these
pretty
things
much
are
it.
true. Yeah.
very.
And superheroes. I haven't actually seen any of the movies that
I don't.
where they fight him or anything. So I don't know like his morals or his like. I know like kind of what Thanos stands for, but I don't know what this planet guy does.
Thanos is the
I
one.
think he's just hungry.
I think he's just
Sounds-
hungry.
yeah.
So yeah, so see if he's just hungry, I think
the 2-for-1 deal is
as
actually
a cook, deep down inside, I think I could sell him on the whole like, listen, come back, let it stew.
Yeah.
It's like a pot roast.
Yeah. That's actually a good idea. Like he's leaving it in a crock pot. He's just sitting it
Come
on the
back,
roast.
go hit the galaxy block or whatever.
But the only fear, though, of course, is that 3 minutes into that thing going in the oven, he says, "Fuck it, I want it now." You know what I mean? So you'd have to trust this big fella,
Mm-hmm.
Gorbatron. Or
that would
whatever
be
it
the
is.
only. That would really be the only. Yeah, it's pretty much signing the deal with the devil
That's fair. It's
You know,
fair. Which I mean,
storyline, but
so then what are our?
I personally like the giant super soaker idea, frankly. Like I like the
Yeah.
giant water gun that we're just
Yeah.
like squirting out in the middle of the Pacific, like aimed at Mars.
that one hit me. That one hit me while we were walking around. Looking at toy, the water guns have gotten so big already.
Oh,
yeah.
They're already
Oh, yeah.
like the link. Like you walk down. Like I was walking down. Like how the toy aisles are like in your peripheral. You're walking. I think I was getting like a rubber mallet or something, and that's like past the toys. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So I was walking, and just so you know, I wasn't like over by the toys. Is what I'm saying. Like,
I was
I had a
looking
reason.
at the
There was a-
children.
There was a reason.
right. I
that-
was like
I was going to purchase a
in
rubber
that
mallet.
corner. Right. Yeah, I was doing
okay.
manly
It's okay.
No,
things.
there's nothing wrong with that. I love that.
Manly rubber mallets.
Just buying big screen TVs and had to go by.
But
Diesel.
yeah, right.
You had to
Yeah.
get more diesel.
I had,
yeah.
I had weights in either hand. I was, but you're walking and then you catch and they're already colorful and but you catch it and it just like, and then it just keeps going as you look down the aisle. It just keeps, they're long. They're so
Yeah.
big now. So I think realistically, we're not far off from getting one strong enough to
Fire into the Mars.
fire into the Mars.
Technology
Yeah,
is
yeah.
starting to approach that level where you can just pump it a couple of times and then
Just a few
In that-
PSIs.
In
or
that
whatever.
sense, that might be your best. And that was where my mind went immediately, was like build a giant gun that can shoot water to Mars. That was the way. That's where my mind went right away. Like a man in a turret is just.
Yeah, okay. That's it, yeah.
Something like that.
you could also make like those water powered rockets.
Yes.
Like a giant water powered rocket that doesn't like use all the water that's in it to take off, and then you just kind of keep sending them with
Like
a
they
bunch of
Fire off into orbit and then they can float.
and then they just crash into Mars,
Boom.
and boom, you got like some water. You're using great technology. You're using the water to get the water there.
I like it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's,
yeah.
it's
Take
renewable.
that, Elon. I'm resourceful.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not need to send people with the water. You just need the water to get there.
Exactly.
So
That's fair.
Yeah, and then it'll fall. Yeah, because the water will fall naturally into its crevices.
Yeah.
Crevici. Crevici.
Crevice.
You're the lawyers. What are the?
It would be a crevice. Crevice. Into the crevices.
Oh, I love a nice crevice.
into the good into the crevices of Mars. Yeah, and so and I do like that. But the other one that I would like to explore as well. I would like to explore all of them, but Magician I thought was very interesting.
That one, I think, honestly, is the best bet.
And that's
Yeah.
it's true because the dark arts are very powerful.
especially if you can find a magician with one of those cool rings, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, even honestly, you just. Are we talking about the cool rings or the big? If we get a really big blanket that covers the ocean,
That is
Right?
true. I forgot that we're going more for the David Blaine style.
I was thinking
magician, right?
either
that trick is crazy.
I like the blanket, or I like the idea of like doing it like David Blaine, where
Yeah.
or like Houdini, like something where he goes in and he does something crazy because Houdini used to do all this crazy stuff around
Yeah.
Lock Mountain. It's real weird.
Okay.
He would he'd wrap himself in chains and like hang himself upside down by his feet and then go head first into this water and just be like, just put me in up to my neck. And then he'd start drinking that water through his nose or something as hard as he could. And he would drink all the water and then he'd hold it in his stomach and then you could get him to shoot it back up to the moon, something like that. Or maybe it would just disappear. He would just be like, and people like, where'd it go? And he'd be like, and oh my God,
Yeah.
there it is. It's on the moon, or not the moon, the other one. What the planet
Mars.
Mars?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm not
The
real
other
good with
one.
planets. The other
There's
one.
only a few of them.
Well, there's
There's even fewer than there used to be.
yeah, I know, yeah. Because that was the first one I thought of was Pluto, and I was like, well, that's not one.
Yeah, go backwards.
Yeah, God. Well,
Mercury,
nonetheless.
Venus, Earth, Mars.
so there is a couple different styles of magic that you could work with. you
Yeah.
know? I just think it's very
Chris
fun.
Angel out there freaking people's mind.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he could like swallow a key, and then somebody would be like, "Why'd you do that?" And he'd be like, "Open your mouth," and they'd be like, and the key would be on their tongue, and then for some reason the water would be on Mars. And I don't know exactly how it would work, but
That does sound like an
Yeah,
amazing
yeah.
magic trick.
Yeah,
I gotta
but
say,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is pretty incredible.
But that's
quite the
stuff he does.
misdirection.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah, have you ever seen him do it? He gets, especially in, he's very, he can really blow people's minds. Especially, I've noticed in urban environments, he tends to really, people go
Oh,
very
wait.
crazy.
Have you seen him do that trick where he like gets like a cup of coffee and it's like full of coffee, and he's like, "Oh man, it's full of coffee," and then he shows the camera, you know, look,
Yeah.
there's so much coffee in it, and then he pours it out, and nothing comes out, and you're like, "Oh wow." But then he lifts it back up and it's full of change. What if we did that to the ocean?
Yeah.
Like we
It's
helped
all
the world
nickels.
with a cajillion nickels. And
and
I get my ocean water.
and you get your ocean water. The more nickels than the eye's ever seen. More nickels than anyone can ever.
Who would call me a villain?
Not the homeless.
Not the nickels forever. They'd be swimming. Everybody.
Not the CEO of Coinstar.
Yeah,
that's for
they'd
sure.
be swimming it like Scrooge McDuck. They'd be homeless diving off in New York Pier. Yes.
Breaking their necks on the metal.
On the plated nickel. Yes.
So you're going to solve the homeless problem at the same time. That's incredible. No.
Yeah.
It's true that you have a lot of. I mean, because it's we don't. I mean, this is a combination of motives. You know, we often like to get in the motive. You know,
Yeah.
What is your drive? Why?
It does seem to rule like a tyrant over Mars and then possibly sell it to an intergalactic being for his success. So I don't know.
Well, so originally this plan was going to be steal all of the balls out of the ball pit of all the McDonald's. But then it expanded
Yeah.
to much greater things, to the
Yeah.
ocean, right? And then I was like, how can I just isolate? How can I just be alone forever? And then I was like, Mars, right? So I kind of combined those two things.
Very Dr. Manhattan.
So that's
of you.
kind of the goal, really. It's just to
It is true that he does like.
get
to be-
somewhere no one else can be.
We were at the comedy studio for that 100 jokes of the year the other night. And He
Yeah.
was standing by himself, and I went up and talked to him for about 20 minutes, and somebody else came up and was like, "Hey, Patrick, what are you doing over here?" And he said, "Oh, I was just trying to get away from everybody." And I was, "Oh, well, except me,
I was
you know."
standing behind a pole beside a trash can.
Yep. And I was like, sniped him, got him. There's Patrick McKinstry. I like you. I'm gonna go talk to you. You know, what can I say? You know, I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't mind it, but I try to stand in the least attractive area. So most people are like, "Well, is it worth it?"
he's over by the trash cans.
He's not even going to say anything.
He's not even gonna say anything. I'm just
Right.
gonna sit by the trash.
No, it's a good time.
That's fair. Did you learn that technique in the Navy? Was it something that you often did in the Navy?
It's the urban camouflage.
Yeah. That's how yeah.
Where's the trash can? Exactly. The Russians are here. Where's the trash
A
can?
really dark corner, a trash can,
This man is alone. We should not bother him.
Why do people keep throwing apples at my head? Fuck.
No.
Well, not bad. Okay, you've got magician. We've got big guy. We've got water gun. Portals we've explored as well. Waterbender. Now this is one that I'm intrigued by as well. Now,
From Avatar, are you familiar?
so I remember the cartoons as a boy.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay, that's
yeah,
the one.
not
yes.
the freak blue guys.
No, yeah, exactly. That was what I was
Yeah.
saying. Not the freak blue guys.
I don't think they do any water bending though.
No, but they ride.
live
They
in the
apparently
sea.
live in the water
Yeah.
now. Yeah, I've
They got this
discovered.
fishing villages.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't
Have
seen.
you
Second
seen all of them?
I saw the first two. I've not seen the newest one.
The newest one.
Is the
There's one out in theaters right now.
That's the fire and ice.
Yeah, I don't. I got fire and something.
Fire
or
and
whatever.
something.
Yeah.
I saw it on my TV this morning.
Is the second one good?
Not the movie, like the advertisement.
They're all
Yeah.
good, like in theaters, just as like things to watch because I think they're like so big and like the 3D is like really good when you're at a giant
Yeah,
screen and the
yeah.
sounds like bumping and everything like that. But like I don't think they're like good movies, Like
No.
I'm not, and like I don't think I would enjoy watch. I've never like watch them again, like after seeing them in theaters.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
I know what you're
Have you
saying.
been to Disney World?
no, I'm not a Disney guy.
Have you been to Disney
Oh
World?
yes, I've been many. Well, actually, my
You guys are
parents.
probably forced to go down in Florida. But
Well, no.
I guess that's fair. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've been many times. Yeah, oh, yes, I've been to Disney
to
World,
make our-
Disneyland. I've been to Euro Disney. I got one of my uncles in Belgium loves like Disneyland. Yeah, he
Yeah.
loves Disneyland. We go all the time, and then yeah, we went a lot as kids. It's a good time. We're not like Disney adult or like that kind of thing. I haven't been since I was like maybe in high school. But
So maybe not. I was gonna say,
No, but
so maybe you've seen the Avatar world.
so we're going this.
oh, there's an Avatar world
Yes,
in
yes.
Disney.
That's honestly my favorite part about the Avatar movies is that they made this Avatar world because that is cool as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Like that makes the movies like way cool.
what
you know?
what is
And I
like
the
there
first one.
that like is
Yeah, the first one's
so
cool.
Right.
Yeah.
intriguing?
They have in the distance they have a lot of floating land masses.
Oh, cool.
Like in the movie, and it looks like it's floating. Like you
Is
can't
it
really
inside,
tell.
or-
No, it's all outside.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
A lot of just like the plant life and fauna and
Yeah.
stuff, and it looks a lot cooler, at night as well.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I'm going this summer. We're going. My nephew's turning 8 in April, and it's my parents' 40th anniversary this year, and they're like, "Well, we're bringing him to Disneyland or Disney World. That's what we're doing for our anniversary."
sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Yeah,
That's so
Avatar
fun.
World. I didn't realize.
Avatar World. I think that one's in Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom. I was gonna say, if I was gonna
Yeah.
guess, I was gonna say
Really
Animal
fun.
Kingdom. Yeah,
Yeah,
interesting.
it's really
Cool.
cool.
Yeah, I haven't been in a very long time, so it'll be interesting to see. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
It's one of those like it's not real, but it's like they really did a good job.
Yeah,
I do like that.
That
That's-
and like the Star Wars world, and like again, like that's not even. I mean, I like Star Wars, but that's not. I'm not like.
I haven't been to
a
last time I
fanatic.
went to Disney World. It was still Tomorrowland. It wasn't
Oh,
even
wow,
it wasn't even Star Wars World yet. It was like they
Wow.
used to. It was like the land of tomorrow, and it was like 1950s, like futuristic. It was really cool. It was
Yeah.
awesome. It was like a step into the past, but into the future too. It was like
I
this
can't
is-
even remember what that is now. Yeah,
it was-
it's
yeah, it was-
all
it-
different.
Yeah, it was totally. It's totally different. Yeah, apparently. So yeah, it's like I'm very excited to see. Very excited to see. Yeah, but nonetheless, I guess you could, in theory, you could create your own version. I see you apparently you enjoy theme park. You could put theme parks on Mars. If
I
you'd
could.
like.
Yeah.
Martian theme parks.
That's right.
Just an ocean.
Are you
theme
are you a
park.
theme park boy?
I do enjoy a good theme park. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm around a theme
Oh,
park and I
I
got
always
some
like a good
time.
roller coaster.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like my thing.
Yeah,
Big
I like
fan
a
of
good
those.
roller coaster.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I liked. Do they still have? Or it might have been. I think it was racist, but you remember
Hmm.
Splash Mountain? Do they still have Splash Mountain?
No, that is now a.
It's a monument to racism.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
that's basically what it was for like 40 years.
What is that? I can only remember the name of the prince. Tiana is the name of the.
Oh, the Princess and the Frog?
Princess and
Yeah, the one in
Frog,
New Orleans, yeah.
It's her. It's her ride now.
Ah.
It's like a big you like get shrunken down and you're like zipping around and
And well, that was
the characters are all over and then at the
Yeah.
end there's a big Bayou musical. and-
That's I guess it was a good way to switch that up and make up for the racism by making it more black because it was
is.
it was pretty. I mean, it was wacky, but it was it was based on songs of the South.
Yeah,
Oh,
Like those Uncle
yeah.
Remus tales and everything.
Yeah.
So it was Brer Rabbit, and you just
Right.
but it was a very fun ride. There was this huge water slide you go
Yeah.
down at the end, and I mean I've done it 1,000 times, and then also too like. Coming from like South, it was very
Yeah.
familiar sort of. My grandma used to talk about like, it's like
It's very familiar.
I know, not like but like the animals and the way they talk. and
Everything felt right on that
I know,
ride. You know
I-
what I'm saying?
I
Took
know,
me
I
back
had,
to my
like-
happy place.
I had like no idea that it was like so horrible. I was like, oh my god, like, this is terrible. This
It
is
just
not.
seemed normal to
I know.
me.
I was like, what do you mean? I was like, they're all. This is terrible. This is awful. I thought it was just a lovely story about a southern rabbit. It was just grew up in the briar patch, born in the briar patch, and
Yeah.
born in the briar patch, raised in briar patch.
Those old school Disney movies with like the racist crows are always pretty fucking wild to
They-
see. I'm like,
my-
Sneak them in.
My favorite of all time is in the film The Aristocats when the Siamese cat is playing the piano and he breaks out those chopsticks and gets
that's
into
pretty
like
good.
a very, very offensive, stereotypical Asiatic sort of like ding, 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 ding. I mean, it's. I
That's
can't
as
even,
far as you're
that's-
allowed to go
I
with
know,
it.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
Even I know that. And I was didn't feel. I was like, "Oh boy, this is gonna be
Nate,
tough."
stop doing the eyes.
I know. You believe me. Like you know what my tendency or like how I feel I should do, but I know to be smart, and I'm trying to like learn, and learn what you're supposed to do nowadays, which is difficult when I watch movies like that because I go, well, isn't that hilarious? And then somebody goes, that is horribly offensive, and I go, it is, and then you learn, But so that's a fun one. But they have many great ones in the Disney films from years.
Great ones being.
Well, I mean, I guess that's
Yeah, wait.
well, I mean, in the I guess in the that's
Things
a fair.
started to go downhill once they let all the
That's a
colored
fair-
princesses in.
I guess that's a very fair assessment of the way that I put it. That is a very fair assessment. But I guess wasn't he? I think wasn't Walt Disney like a pretty fervent
Oh yeah.
anti-Semite?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
No, I think just also just like everybody back then was like a little racist.
Well,
you know?
I read the other day that George Patton was a very strong anti-Semite, and like even when he like he died in a car accident in Germany, in 1945. But it was probably like, I mean, not to say it was a good thing, but like he was over there as like lieutenant governor of an area that they'd like they've surrendered, and he's sitting there and he's like, I mean, not all this Nazi stuff is so bad. I don't know what we're doing. We could learn something from them. And then he dies in a car accident, and the American government was like, "Thank fucking God, Jesus Christ."
Would've been awkward.
Yeah, exactly. So pretty wacky stuff.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
The more you know.
I know. So I'm not sure if you're a war man being in the military, but
No, not really.
That's
I
right,
mean,
Vic-
just kind of what we studied or whatever. But
do
other
they
than
make you
that,
do they make you study the military?
you have to learn at least like submarine war history.
They make you watch The Hunt for Red October.
I think. No, not that one. But there is a submarine
Periscope
movie.
down.
I think it might have been that one.
No,
Periscope down. Periscope down.
That's the like guy from Frasier. What's his name?
Yeah, Leslie. Is it Leslie Graham? Is that her name? No,
Something like that.
yeah,
No, Leslie Nielsen is who I'm thinking about. And then Kelsey Grammer.
Kelsey Grammer.
That's who it is.
Kelsey
yeah.
Grammer. Yeah, Kelsey Grammer.
These
yeah.
boys with girls' names.
I know. It's like it's definitely a man with a lot of women's names. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But it's a goofy like satire. If you're watching Periscope down in the Navy, that might actually explain a lot about our Navy. I don't know.
That's like that's the realist. That's our training video is Periscope down.
Like everybody, pay attention to the lines. Watch what Frasier says.
Hit your marks.
Well, nonetheless, I'm sorry. I guess we got on a bit of a tangent. I'm sorry. I got very excited at the notion of discussing old Disney films. I'm just,
I never pegged you for a Disney guy. That one kind of caught me
No,
off guard.
when I was a boy, we would watch because they have a lot of dogs in them. I love dogs.
Yeah.
So my parents would be like, "Well, this one's got dogs."
I loved Old Yeller. I loved Shiloh.
No. I liked 101 Dalmatians, but like I didn't understand that the lady was doing all that bad, and I was like, I really didn't like the lady. I just liked all the dogs, and then I liked Oliver and Company because I liked the two Dobermans. I liked the bad guys technically,
Okay.
and I liked anything with a dog. If it had a dog in it, I was gonna watch it. So-
Homeward Bound.
Yes.
There
Yes.
you go.
Oh, yeah.
Love
It's
the
a
Homeward Bound
classic
films,
movie.
Of course. Yeah, it's great films featuring usually a golden retriever or
Very
a Labrador.
wise golden retriever.
And maybe either a bulldog or a bull terrier or maybe even a pit bull Staffordshire terrier mix, something like
Now we're
that.
just listing dog
that was like
breeds.
a boxer.
Yeah, or possibly a boxer, could be a boxer as well, and then usually a Siamese cat, a fun.
Some sort of fuzzy cat.
It's
Yeah.
true. Which a cat from a land that is now Thailand. Yes, Siam. Are you supposed to say? Are you not allowed to say Siam?
You can say Siam.
Okay.
That's like just a old-fashioned term for the territory.
Interesting. It's like when British people refer to like South Africa as the Orange State and things like that.
That's probably more coded somehow.
Yeah, that's it's like
I'm not going to go to bat for South Africa. I don't know much about that, but don't.
I won't either, friend. No, I can't even. That was a tough one. That's a real rough one.
Yeah.
Some racist farmers start a country. What are you gonna do? Nonetheless.
Welcome to America, I guess. But
Well,
no, man.
we have. Let's see. We also have the straw in the elevator.
Yeah, those are the probably. I mean,
That's going to go with the big guy, though.
probably the most logical ones, I guess.
Yeah,
The
we just need a straw big enough for whatever his name is. We
Yeah.
need him to be able to like suck it up,
Yeah,
and then like turn around and just like spit it out on Mars.
just
right?
do the whole like finger thing.
Yeah, he could do it that way too.
Yeah.
That's solid. That'd be
wouldn't-
kind of fun.
That wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be bad. Now, once you let's say you've gotten the water over there.
Mhm.
Okay, we've now transferred the water by one of these means.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your first act? What's your first decree?
I also just want to say I'm on board with portals more because I feel like that would fuck up Elon Musk's whole space thing. Anyway, like I just want to say we should really like dump our money into researching portals.
If we can get a hold
or
of
finding cool
I mean, I
rings.
really would love portals, and not even in like I would like to do it like just really low key. Hey, how are we doing?
This dog. All right, you're out of here.
Yeah.
Just like plant a couple portals like at the bottom.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
then they just
and then
drain.
just slowly draining. I'm slowly collecting resources and building.
Just plant a couple portals at the bottom. It took me a second to realize we're like the bottom of the ocean. Like that.
Right.
Plant a couple
Because
portals.
we can't make it down there, you
Yeah,
know? So
true.
it'll take them so long to figure out.
Nobody's gonna think that's happening.
There's going to be mad reports like, oh man, water's just dropping. We're just losing water. No one knows why. Like,
Water's just dropping.
it's just
It'll be
like,
funny when we notice that for sure. You're gonna be like kicking it back on Mars, watching
Yeah.
on TV, like, wow, these idiots just found out.
already
Like-
hanging out. Yeah. I'm curious how long, because I mean, Mars isn't hella visible, I guess, but like you can see it. It's pretty red.
I think so. You can see it.
But
Yeah.
when we get enough water up there, it's gonna do like a weird
It's gonna be blue.
red and blue kind of
Int-
half and half.
I think they
maybe
call
thing.
that purple.
I know. I was gonna say maybe it'll turn
That would be
purple.
cool.
That would
Whoa.
be the purple planet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh,
how long
yeah.
is that? How I think that's when my cover will officially be blown with the portal idea.
Right.
Is when like
Mm.
people like the color gets like
Yeah.
you know.
With a big purple dot in the sky.
Yeah, I'd have to do it maybe on the back half. Is the same? Do we have that with Mars as we do with the moon? There's a back half.
Like
that
a
I
we
think
big
the
can't
problem
dark
is
side?
that planets rotate, so there's no real like back half.
Doesn't-
Right?
Oh.
Like,
doesn't-
But the moon doesn't rotate.
the moon rotates.
Does
But how? So why is there a dark side of the moon? Or is that false?
No, there is a dark side of the moon. It's
Right.
just like there's always a dark side of the moon, right? Like
Yeah.
because it's not the same dark side. It's just that like
Oh,
the
it
sun
isn't.
can only
Okay.
shine on.
well, of course we could play.
I thought it was always the same
I'll
side.
put my tower on the dark side of
Isn't
Mars
there
and
a
watch
movie
from
about
far.
that?
I think you're just thinking of the Pink Floyd album, but what do I know?
It's like I'll set up shop on the dark side of Mars and no one will ever know I'm there. Yum, 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 yum.
Well, isn't there like a horror movie about that where like there's like aliens that live on like the
The far side. Well,
The
maybe.
dark-
I
Well,
mean,
I'll
that's-
have to ask them
side.
how they managed.
and
that.
say that perhaps there are nomadic peoples, like
Yeah.
the Mongols. They just, so every day they're like, the sun, quickly move the line.
I don't know why. I always understood they rotated, but for some reason, I always imagined there was just this one like really dark side. That we just
like
couldn't
Alaska,
see.
never
Sun
gets
just
sun, never gets
never
sun.
shines.
Yeah, I don't know. So I guess then, yeah. So I won't. I don't have. I can't do that.
That's funny.
I can't build my fortress on the dark
I can
side of
still
Mars.
do the portal. Yeah, but they might catch me a little faster once they see
It's
the
true, unless you
blue.
decided to create a sort of like a nomadic like style, like if you had like a Bedouin, like like tents that you set up and then you moved, like as the sun line got closer to you, you'd just be like,
Yeah.
quickly move the tents,
Just follow the.
Yeah.
I would just say you'd also have the risk of once they found out them sending like a submarine through the portal, so you'd have to have like a net on the other side. Just like that would solve it, and it'd be really funny for them to come through the portal and be like, Like,
Oh wow, yeah. I didn't think of like
this is why we
Solids
consult.
going
and
through the
boom,
portal.
just
And it's
earned our
true.
fee.
Yeah, we did. I know.
Just earned our fee.
And of course,
this is great.
now it would be unfortunate for them to send. Now that I think about it, a submarine through the portal to a submarine expert. I mean, they send submarines at you. You just get in there with a wrench and dismantle it. You know,
Yeah.
so you would just
Yeah.
send you in with a scuba suit. I mean, this is
That's true. That's true. I'd have to be sneaky.
Yeah. And I think you'd have to just like be careful that you don't awaken some sort of Godzilla type creature while you're down there. You know, like you never
Right.
know. Like you don't want the Kraken like coming through the portal because then that's not going to stop the Kraken.
Yeah, I do have like the deep creatures to worry about, right?
Or that's like a pro personally. I love sea monsters. I think they're dope as shit.
What
Anyway.
if what if the pressure of the deep sea is equivalent to like the pressure of the surface of Mars? I'm sure that someone can fact check this.
That's definitely not how
Prove me
pressure
wrong.
works.
But
well, I don't know.
What
so please
if,
explain.
in
You may-
a sci-fi sort of way,
Okay.
that'll be my that's my shield for this.
So in a sci-fi
the
sort of
the deep sea creatures they land on the surface of Mars and then they're like, oh shit, this is like the same thing.
They-
And then they just start like kind of walking and doing like crazy.
That would be crazy for a number of
what I mean?
reasons.
My God, it's
So scientifically, here's what I think you could probably expect: is if
Okay.
you put it at the very bottom, like at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
would have like all the stuff at the bottom going first, so you'd get a lot of like
pollution.
well, yeah, probably like plastic products, shipwrecks, things of that nature.
And what is
Another
it-
favor. I'm doing you another favor. Yeah.
and where's what do you say? Where's
The Mariana Trench is the deepest part on the planet. That's like the deepest part that
of
you
the
can-
world?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, I grew up in Mariana, Florida.
Yeah.
It's almost the same.
I was just thinking. I was like, I've heard of Marietta, Georgia. Yeah, except Mariana.
Equally
Florida.
dark pit, I'm sure.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we could also start it there.
Yeah.
But then you'd have all your deep sea creatures getting like shot through there because like the pressure on top of the sea is like you're at the bottom of the ocean, so you're gonna have all this like deep sea pressure
Right.
pushing into your little portal.
Mhm.
Then on the other side of Mars, you're gonna get this like giant geyser for the first half,
I
like
guess
of like
yeah.
the water like coming. It's
Oh,
gonna be
wow,
like
yeah.
So you're gonna get like all
Okay.
these like whales and squid like launching into the sky. Awesome, by
Do
the
you
way.
think that pressure will realign Mars?
What
Is
it's
that a
gonna
concern?
do? It's not gonna like
It's a
ever
concern.
be.
I don't want it to
Yeah.
go
Actually, like,
too
the
far out of
water
orbit.
pressure will
No.
shoot Mars.
I mean, honestly, like I don't think so, but it is
Okay.
going to be. Depends.
I don't know. Depending on how small the portals are and how many we have, if they're small enough to create enough pressure and we have a lot of portals, it's possible that
Yeah.
we could knock Mars completely out of orbit.
The
Maybe
more
several-
portals, the
several
less
small.
likely because the pressure is going to be distributed.
Yeah,
but if you
so
had like,
several small portals
Yeah.
probably
yeah,
You have to have
evenly
Unlikely.
distributed
all over
across.
the planet so that it
Yes.
spins. This will totally destroy your dark side of the moon. The idea is
Yeah.
it was
spinning
never
at
a real thing. But
Right.
It'll be spinning at a rapid rate.
yeah, so I would say, I mean, like we could spread them out, but I don't think it's not that much force. It would,
Okay.
but then later on,
I will say I would qualify that with it was enough to make me think about it. It was
Yeah,
enough to make-
I got a little concerned.
I know, it was enough to make
could
me go,
be like
oh,
want to make it a water rocket, basically.
Yeah.
I know we're gonna make it into a comet. Yeah, it's gonna be a meteorite.
Point it at Earth and end the whole goddamn thing.
The whole thing, right.
No, but then so you'd have this like giant fountain just spitting out deep sea creatures. You'd probably want it wide enough so they're not clogging the thing. You
Yeah.
don't want to go like plunge the whale out or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be awful.
That'd be pretty insane. Yeah, I've seen some pretty crazy things in a toilet. I couldn't imagine a whale stuck in a portal.
Yeah.
But we'd have to make it big enough for a sperm whale. I believe that's the
at
biggest
least blue whale is the biggest, but
one. Oh, blue whale. There
Yeah.
we go. Blue whale. And
You just want to say sperm.
I did.
that's all it was.
I was very excited about I was like, oh, this is my time, my chance. Sperm. I know I've been salivating this whole time to be like, so you were a seaman. You're a seaman. God, dude, Jesus.
But yeah, and then all the sea creatures will go splat when they land. And
Yeah.
they won't- yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Well, I mean, that's fine, I guess. Because eventually there'll be enough water that
It'll just be some sort of slurry.
it'll kind of be cleaned up and it'll be regular ocean again.
Yeah.
Will the water make it so that you can live up there? Because that's actually I don't
I
know.
think for a fact that if I get enough of the water,
Yeah.
it will move Mars into a better orbit and make it habitable.
It'll get an atmosphere. You'll have clouds. You'll have rain.
See, you see what I'm saying? That's water.
Absolutely.
Water is life. You know?
I saw Dune 1 and 2, so I know these things.
And it soaks down in there. There's definitely like some Martian
Martian
seeds.
Oh, yeah.
That's
you know?
that, I guess that's true. You could be
know what
growing
I mean?
Martian trees that have been
Yeah,
waiting
yeah.
in the
Oh,
water
yeah.
this whole time. I mean, you're not wrong. I guess I hadn't thought about that.
It can be like a new Florida up there.
Right? Literally, yeah.
It'll be I hadn't thought about the fact that the water might displace. Because I was sitting there and I was like, but where does the oxygen come from? Because you need trees, right, for
Yeah.
oxygen. So I mean, that was my idea. But if the planet moves just enough so that it falls into an orbit where it could create an environment, well, I mean,
Mhm.
now we're cooking with peanut oil.
I think it's
friend.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty
I mean,
perfect.
you really actually have. It's a pretty interesting idea. And like I said, we've
Yeah.
rarely had we never had anyone who wanted to go into the planetary sphere.
There we go.
The planetary sphere.
Hey,
Thank
you
you.
got there. You grabbed it.
Nice.
We're learning. So it's an
Did a
interesting.
full orbit. Okay.
Rotating and whatnot. It's crazy.
So nonetheless, and I appreciate that you incorporated your knowledge of the sea from your time as a seaman.
Yeah.
As a seaman. So I mean, it's all well done, but I do wonder, what will you do when you're up there?
I'm just gonna hang out. Like I said, I'm kind of just trying to isolate, but like make
Grow
my
some Martian
own
weed and
who needs an island? You have your own planet, you know.
I guess
just
that's-
kind of Martian weed. That sounds
It's
great.
true. I guess that one fella, he could have maybe, if he would have figured that out, he wouldn't have had to kill himself in jail or whatever. You know,
You
and save
feed
yeah.
feed a man. You teach a man to fish, and he eats what for a day,
Yeah.
and then if you give him a whole planet of nothing but fish, he's
pretty fucking
good.
set.
He's good.
So long, right? So that's
He's
kind of where
good.
I'm going.
You've heard of
Give him-
Epstein's Island. Get ready for McKinstry's
Yeah.
Mars. You know?
McKinstry's
Now
Mars.
that's a documentary.
All right, Pat, how you feeling? You feeling well consulted on this crime?
I feel great. Yeah, you really answered some questions I didn't even think of.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, you came prepared. I love that. This was a great list. I love the voicemail was hilarious.
Yeah, that
Big
was
fan of that.
very, very, very good. That was well done. Please, for anyone who's listening, please for that portion, switch to a video like on YouTube or something and watch that go down. Him writing as the ideas came up. It was
that's
beautiful.
right. People can listen.
Yeah, they can they listen and watch. They can
Yeah.
do the both. Yeah, they can
Nice.
do
You
the
should
both.
drive and write more often. Is
Yeah,
what
I know.
learned from
Yeah,
that.
same.
You'd be surprised how many videos of my steering wheel I have. I do a lot of voice memos. It's the problem is I never check them, so I just have a stack of these voice memos. So
I do voice to text on my notes, and then I go back and I edit it. You know,
See,
like that's how I do. When I come up with
sometimes
an
I
idea,
do
I'm
that,
done, yeah.
but sometimes it doesn't give me the option. I don't know. My phone has a mind of its own. Sometimes it gives me the little microphone
Oh, yeah.
icon,
Sometimes
and
it
then other
doesn't.
times it doesn't, and I'm like, well, this is a
it's-
juicy
it's-
one. I
yeah.
can't skip this.
Yeah,
out,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, no, then you got to get it on. You got to get it
Right?
out there.
I
You
gotta
gotta
get the water to Mars. I gotta.
Can't be fucking around.
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah, dude. Well, we appreciate you coming on. Ted.
Yeah. Thank you.
Got anything you want to plug before you head out? Anything in the next? It's gonna be
I
like
mean,
coming out in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Oh well. No, I'll be in New York in 2 weeks. If you want
Hey.
to go out to the old upstate New York, me and Dave Sheehan.
okay.
Have you ever met Dave
I don't think I've
Sheehan?
ever met
He's a Connecticut West Side
Okay.
comic, but
Okay.
we do a road trip every once in a while and do comedy and stuff.
Oh, cool, dude.
We did an escape room. Anyways, yeah, he's a cool guy. But other than that, I mean, yeah, just follow me on the socials, Patastic. And yeah, I don't know. I do comedy and all over.
All over. Yeah, you can see them in Boston, Worcester, Connecticut,
Yeah.
upstate New York.
Yeah.
All the hits.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
Great. Well, Pat, it's been awesome having you on. Thanks so
It
much
has.
for being a part of this. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very
Yes,
much, dude.
man.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, I'm Joe,
And I'm Nate.
and this has been Perfect Crimes.